What they don't tell you about hurricanes is the uncertainty. Hurricanes are big and slow and cyclone around offshore for a few thousand miles, so the radar scope on the Weather Channel becomes familiar, part of the nightly ritual before going to bed, like taking out the dog and locking the front door. It becomes the first thing you do every morning, even before coffee. Some of the cliches turn out to be true. The rain really is torrential, as in torrents. A hurricane does sound like a freight train, exactly like. If you were lying between the rails and it went roaring along over your head all night long. It really does roar. Like whatever is holding the world together is coming apart tonight, right here, and you're smack in the middle of the program. The water is off. After sweltering hours clearing the tree limbs off the road, pulling limbs off cars and shrubs, dragging down trees off the driveway, raking the mess off the steps and walks and deck, my wife and I shower by pouring buckets of cold water saved in the bathtub over our soapy heads and bodies. We are scraped and cut and bruised and stained with pine resin that does not wash off. Every pair of shoes we own is wet and muddy and will not dry. The house is tracked with mud and debris, and a lethargic depression sets in, part physical exhaustion from relentless manual labor in the heat, from 2 sleepless nights in a row, part emotional exhaustion, grief. Our house is an island surrounded by rushing water 2 feet deep, and it's back out into the storm wearing red ball boots, clearing out cloud cutters on an aluminum ladder, counting the seconds between lightning and thunder, counting how long to dare such foolishness, then slugging out onto the muddy access road behind the house to rake out the clogged storm culvert, trying not to get carried into the muddy water. The water recedes, and now it's time to clean out the flooded garage. At dusk, the generators go on. It gets dark and noisy. We awake to the lumber camp sounds of chainsaws for weeks and weeks. What they don't tell you about a hurricane is that it just seems to go on and on. But the worst of it is not captured on the awesome helicopter videotape of destruction. The worst of it is waking up to the stillness of the morning after, when the wind has finally quit and the rain has slacked and the sun may or may not be up yet. The sky is just a gray slate of clouds. Overnight, the world has changed in some important, irrevocable way. You can just feel it. What they don't tell you about hurricanes is how many ways they can break your heart.